Welcome back. If you watched my previous video, I'm gonna go over some things that I have made a while ago, and I'm gonna go over an old version of the game I edited so one of my friends can use this as a base for basically their version of my game. I'm letting them do this. They don't have as many things, because it's, again, a way older version. So let's get into it. So one of the things that I changed a while ago was the ice texture to be way more smooth around the edges, because I would imagine ice not being very sharp. So I fixed that, and it's pretty cool. One of the other things I changed was that this doesn't have animation. We don't talk about that. That it doesn't have animation. I removed some text for other things. And I removed the clicking the screen to play because there's now, proper buttons. So it wouldn't make sense to play the game. And I have my pipes. The pipes in this version of the game for my friend are all one thing, so he'll have to make his own. Because I don't want him just straight up steal sprites. Everything is a bitmap, so everything's together. It's still a playable version of the game. He'll have to just anything he wants to add or fix, actually, because I had a bug in this a long time ago. But one of the things I did was I optimized my game, because why not, So the different things do different things in here, right? Obviously these go together. Right, there's inverted gravity, and then this is when you truly beat the game. There's no way to truly get this without cheating yet, but I'm working on it. Challenges are not the easiest to make. There's the game over, right? These are for the power-ups, the title card, and just a secret in the game for every costume in the shop, of course. Yeah, poor Keldon. There's an editor, there's trials, there's just the main mode. There's also a hard mode for when you beat the game, which is determined by what number the win is at. If it's 0, then it's the normal game. If it's 1 or greater, then it's the hard mode. There's no difference in the boss fight itself against Reginald. Yeah, in older versions of my game, there was like a really old version of my game. I hadn't decided the name of the bird yet. I don't know if I have the oldest version. He used to be, cool_bird. He didn't have his name. This was also this is the ice texture I was talking about. It's just doesn't look good, right? Doesn't have gradients or anything. It's kind of bad. So that's what the off-camera trickery. That's actually kind of smart. I don't know how I thought of that. Anyways, this didn't have a proper ending to it. It just black screen, and you can still technically play. It's all over the place. There was animation for this. I thought it was cool, right? But the game itself was terrible, right? It was very floaty. I didn't like it, though this was very early on. I changed it, of course. So, That's, oh yeah, full hitbox, by the way, which worst mistake ever. It's not even, it doesn't line up properly because I coded it wrong, so it doesn't point exactly where the bird is pointing, which is a little dumb. It's fine. There's 3 instead of 2 fires because one of them is specially coded for the challenge mode. So if you're frozen with the ice pipe or ice projectile, it's only for the boss. The ice projectile the ice pipe would make you like frozen. It means you have to flap more often because you can't flap as high. So this is to burn the ice off of you. It's completely impassable. It's impossible to pass, even though it looks to be the same size. I think the best way is just a demonstration. So let me show you all. Let's see, what challenge was it? I think it was challenge 4, the blind test. Oh my god, how did I actually almost beat that? It's kind of difficult. I made these challenges to be difficult. You have to go through a copper pipe while blind. Yeah, I did it. And so this is impossible to pass without being, well, I was not ready for that. So, yeah, that's the only use case for this. The only reason I'm using that is just so you don't be frozen, so you're not frozen for the very next challenge. That sounds simple enough. Right, there's also an editor sprite for the pipe, since I could have probably coded the it into the pipe, but it would just be super large and there's already so much code going on in here, right? So imagine adding that to the pipe code, just the main pipe. That would be a nightmare to run, because this would it be a nightmare to run? Probably not, but I wouldn't have it any other way. The backgrounds, I have this from like a while ago. What the heck? Because there we go. There's the C here stands for classic. It's a removed feature. I think there also is a debug mode in my game. I think I have to type. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's definitely broken, but it plays the main game. Yeah, so it obviously doesn't work. Of course it doesn't. I haven't tried it though after I've added all this new stuff. So that's to be expected. I don't plan on using the debug mode. I might just scrap it because I just add features just to remove them later, just so I can test something out. Like the editor, for example. Like all these, like 0, 16, 22, 24, and 25 are all banned pipes. So I made it where you physically can't put them in, but if you somehow get them in the game, it just skips past them to only put the very next items. And I just chose the basic pipe number 1 for the numbers, because again, I don't know if I'm not the best at explaining things. I think I get it across, but yeah, it's this pipe, right? It just goes like, nope, I can't do that. Skips over. The code that was really easy to code. All I essentially did was just use an if, and if it detects that it's an item that it's not allowed to use, it just sends the list to the next item, and if it's allowed, then yeah. If it's not, And it happens really quickly too, so I'm very happy with that. There's power-ups in the game. There is one unused power-up that will never be used because I don't plan on ever using it. I did use the white one, which it's more or less gray, but I call it, this one's gray, but I call it this one's supposed to be gray. This one's the black one, even though it's purplish. It's all screwed up, but this one has a purpose. It used to not, so I finally added what my friend suggested, but I don't really have plans on using number 8. There is still code for it, but it doesn't really go used because you not only can't get it within the main part of the code, but for right here, number 8, all it does is just, if it were to be used, all it does is just pop up the UI, and then it does nothing. It just pops up UI without doing literally anything. So I can't delete it either, because it uses costume number, kind of the worst way I did it, but it works. That means like I could add other stuff maybe later. These are the unused sprites for my No Dust. This is the one that ultimately won the poll. I could change it. I'll maybe check up in a while from now when this gets an okay amount of views. Just comment down below if I should use 5 or 1, 2, 3, or 4. 5 is currently in use. You guys can vote to pick one of these. This is a plain wood. This is the dust plus the wood texture. I just added something interesting here, and this one kind of looks like Jupiter. It's my personal favorite, but this one. So yeah, just vote down. Go in the comments, choose which one you want, and I'll probably add it. Yeah, I can easily swap the sprites out. I didn't change. If you have any ideas in the comments for anything graphical or any ideas, just go ahead and comment them, and I will answer any question in the comment as long as it's on topic to like coding or just Penguin Mod or Scratch in general. As long as it's something I can understand for that. Otherwise, if it's something like, what's your favorite video game? I might answer that, actually. It's kind of harmless. But if it's something like, what's your IP address or something, obviously I'm not going to answer that. So, yeah. So I will answer questions and I will answer those. Yeah, that's the thing in here. Everything's baked, so it can't be used. Like, I did this to be funny. I gave him a unibrow, the boss, in this version, just to be silly, right? And I think it kind of looks cool. I'm gonna keep this version for myself. Right? I did give it to him already, but it works. It's a working version. Yeah, I'm proud of this. It works. It looks cool, and since it's, oh my, yeah, it's fun. It's really fun. The score counter has its issues because, well, he could easily fix that if he realizes it. He might not realize that. I don't know. He probably will. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. How long have I been recording now? Jeez, 15 minutes. Okay, I'll wrap this up. I added a pause feature long ago. I have this as a reference to one of my friends' games. One of my friends. How many games has he made? I don't know. I'm talking about 2 different friends in this video. It's all over the place. This is for an anti-power up. This is all the UI. Again, 8 goes unused. I had a scrapped idea. I worked kind of hard on it just for it to be scrapped because I personally thought it was boring. It was levels. Like, after you beat the main game, oh, look at that, you're going through different places, like beating levels and maybe doing bosses, which is why I had another planned person, which was Keldon. He was a planned boss for like the third, fourth or something world. Reginald was definitely going to come back like second or world or something. But the first world in the levels, I had no idea. I didn't have too much planned, but it was going to be something along the lines of like the beach, the sky, then you come tumbling back down into the jungle or like a forest. And then the fourth area, I believe, it was like supposed to be like a snowy tundra. And then it was going to be space or something. I don't know. I'm not too creative when it comes to that sort of stuff. I just rather code. I'm not the best with sprite work. Like, I haven't touched this sprite like at all. It's just the most boring looking things, but it gets the job across. It gets the job done. It gets the point across. Same thing with the clouds. I think the clouds are one of my favorite background props. Why do I still have this? Right, this is when I used to have the background and the those terrible times, man. What was I doing? But yeah, all the projectiles are in this one sprite. There's only 2 projectiles for the boss. Technically there's a laser projectile. Don't know exactly where it is in the code. I'll find it for you guys. With the power of editing magic, you guys get to see this. It's just a line. I will eventually update it, but right now it looks okay. Reginald gets, after you beat him, he appears again, this time dirtier. Right, he goes from, you really screw him up in the main game. And the really funny thing is, he used to sound like this. Right? But now I can't recreate that voice anymore. So it does not sound the same. Yeah. I think it's funny. Okay. Yeah, but this I'm also really proud of. I don't know how I made the shoot noise. I remember I was like messing around with like my vocal, and then like I don't know. It sounds really good though. It's like a windy shot sound, because technically he does spit out the items. Like he shoots out fire and stuff. It doesn't matter, not necessarily. But I could probably do the flames better, put them both in one sprite, maybe? Possibly. It doesn't sound that hard. I'll do that the next time I truly need optimizations. Other than that, I do have another thing planned, which is a boss, like, blitz mode, which my friend suggested. And then there's going to be a multiplayer mode, where one person's the pipes and you have to like points. Again, that was also suggested by my friend. Really good ideas. I plan on adding those, but for now I still have to fix bugs and just overall change sprites and just, I don't know. I still have to work on challenges. I have to make 99 separate challenges. I'm only at 5 out of 99. So that sucks, but it's best I can do. No, it's not the best I can do. I can definitely make more. I will. But yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. So peace.